to talk about the Diddy celebrity tapes he has possession of, and also exclusive details surrounding Diddy and Gene Deal's involvement with Biggie's death and the origins of Kim Porter's alleged memoir.
It looks like all those speculations about Snoop Dogg's creepy connection with Diddy might really be true. A lawyer has allegedly confirmed the sale of a tape that features an A-List Celeb with Diddy in a compromising situation, and allegedly that person is none other than Snoop Dogg. This happened after a Diddy Insider came forward with alleged tapes of Diddy's relationships with other Hollywood men and hard copies of Kim Porter's real memoir.
Snoop letting Diddy rub on his hand.
Damn.
You understand? And that's where one of the exes come from. Snoop.
Can you hold it up a little bit more? Let me see how that. Oh yeah, damn.
You understand? We don't hold our man hand. We shake it and get it back in our pocket.
According to this insider, Diddy was just a pawn and Snoop was the mastermind. The insider, Courtney Burgess, is the CEO of Alter Ego Records, a music veteran of 35 years from New Jersey. Now we have been hearing about these tapes for months without any evidence, but this insider is claiming that he actually possesses the videotapes of all the debauchery that was going down in these parties, from freak-offs to celebrities swapping partners. Burgess revealed that federal agents had raided his home in search of evidence. Days later, on October 24th, Burgess received a subpoena to surrender flash drives, electronic devices, and other materials connected to Diddy. Burgess testified at a federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan, October 31st, represented by attorney Ariel Mitchell, who also represents other victims of Diddy who are on these tapes. In his interview, Burgess claimed that tapes in his possession included footage of two young or underage artists, allegedly Usher and Justin Bieber, as well as mentions of Jaden Smith. Now, several industry people like Suge Knight and Kanye West have been calling out Snoop for moving like a snitch for decades, and now we have actual evidence that Snoop might not be as innocent as he seems. During a phone interview with Chris Cuomo, Suge Knight from prison had a lot of things to say about Diddy's case. He said in respect to the SA, Diddy only passed on to the younger generation after him what the older generation before him did to him. When asked to explain, he goes to mention top names in the industry as the older generation, and Snoop Dogg's name happened to be a part of them, and that Snoop and Jay-Z knew what Diddy was up to, but still egged him on.
Now, I don't care if it's T.I., I don't care if it's Rick Ross, I don't care if it's Jay, I don't care if it's Snoop, I don't care if it's Game, I don't care if it's Dre. Nobody's stepping up on the fact that you know what's going on.
Nobody's defending him. You're right.
Guys at Interscope.
You're right.
Okay.
Nobody is defending him, but that's why I was interested in hearing your perspective.
Suge also said that anyone who wants to become someone in the music industry, they all have undergo a test, and as a result of that test, the test, called the boiled egg test, allegedly involves raw eggs being inserted into the backside of a young artist, and it must not beak. Should it break, they do not pass the test.
You know what they show. They should have a thing in the industry, right? And the sad thing about it, I don't like mentioning Usher. I don't like mentioning Justin Bieber. I don't like mentioning all these people that everybody know what time it is. So at the same time, they should have a joke. They never played this joke with me. And they should walk in the Interscope office. They'll go back there and they'll be like, hey, we passed the test. I said, we haven't did the test. One dude said, well, don't say that in front of Mr. Knight because he's going to take it offensive and hurt somebody. I said, well, whatever it is, I probably will take it offensive or somebody will get their ass whooped. You know, that was me in those days. They used to have these guys, they used to call it the boiled egg test. They should take a boiled egg, a raw boiled egg, and have those guys put their pants down and bend over and they stick it up their egg. The eggs break, they say they're not ready yet. They ain't put enough work in. This is Hollywood. So everybody want to go act like they don't know what's going on.
Hold on a second, Suge.
You just look. All you got to do is
I have never heard of anything like that. So if I haven't heard about it, just assume a lot of people haven't heard that before. But you think it's on video?
Let's stop for a second.
Go ahead, Suge.
Yeah, listen, and also, have you ever been to any puffy parties?
No.
You sure they had a long time to think about it. But if you haven't been in those butt naked parties, even some of the been in those parties, and they wasn't on their knees praying for God. See, they was praying for somebody to have come real quick or something. But I wasn't there, but there's proof of it. But at the same time, everybody want to look around and act like something going on that wasn't right. It's the facts of life in the industry, not for the people who don't get in. So everybody, you gotta look at it like this. When you see a beautiful woman or you see a handsome man, and it was like that all their life. From elementary school to junior high school to high school, if they forced to go to college, right? They always knew they had something special about themselves. If you take some of the Hollywood executives or some artists, they might have been the ugly duckling for a long time before they had the teeth fix and lipsticks and nose fix, all the work done. Underneath, they still the young with no confidence, but they've been that way all their life. So all of a sudden, if you look at puffy old people, don't look nothing like his new. You know, shit, they didn't do everything.
But Suge, just because he has plastic surgery.
And now this insider claims that Snoop knew everything that was going on and was even recorded on some tapes. In his interview with the Lionel B Show, Lionel asked Courtney about a bunch of exes found in Kim Porter's memoir and who those exes were referring to. Courtney says that those exes refer to Snoop Dogg and goes on to say that it shows that Snoop had been in bed with Diddy.
Now, another part of that book as well, I want to just kind of switch gears just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the PG version, there's X's. There's a bunch of X's for certain people's names. Like who was the X's that was taken out of the book?
The X's was for Snoop.
Oh.
Yeah, it was for him. About him sleeping with, supposed to be in the bed with Diddy.
Whoa, that's
and,
crazy.
They caught it. You understand? Like I said, we call him the director. You don't sit on his lap or do what Diddy want to do. It's cut. You do what he wants you to do. It's action.
In his interview, Courtney was asked how the PG version of the memoir was different from the R-rated version. Courtney pointed out pictures, stated how men don't touch each other the way Diddy touched some in the video, like Snoop rubbing on Diddy's hand, Diddy and Neo's closeness, Diddy and his junior being oiled up, and Andre being pulled in Diddy's embrace as if they had just tongue-kissed.
Snoop letting Diddy rub on his hand.
Damn.
You understand? And that's where one of the X's come from. Snoop.
Can you hold it up a little bit more? Let me see how that. Oh yeah, dang.
You understand? We don't hold our man hand. We shake it and get it back in our pocket.
Right.
You understand? They got Diddy and Neo. And if you heard Neo's wife call him Little Diddy, that he like freak off, get high and get freak off. They all baby oil you up.
Oh man, what the hell is that?
You understand?
Yo.
The eyes
Not
wide.
him and the son. That's the son, right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Damn.
And you got Andre Harrell. He hugged up like they finished tongue kissing.
Yeah.
You know, we don't hug on our boys like that, sitting that close on each other's lap. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Snoop and Diddy, you know, in an appropriate way. But the reason why they in there is speak about that. And with Biggie. Now, how you rolling with Pac? This is a big question for everybody.
Courtney even goes further to say that Snoop was a snitch for the whole LAPD and none of the charges put up against him ever stuck, and he'd get released without filing the paperwork.
He sweet with his L out. Snoop's son grew up with Diddy's son, and we know it. We just see how far he was doing. He was a double agent. You understand? He was a double agent for the record labels, and he was a snitch for the LAPD. You understand? When he had the murder, he got caught with some weed. Suge went to bail him out, but he was already released with no paperwork.
Damn.
He bought his way out of a charge of 2 white 50-year-old young ladies. You understand? He don't respect no females. The black females, he put dog chains around. You understand? So he's no better. He just got his own type of way. You understand?
And let's not forget, Suge has been saying for years that Snoop Dogg wasn't as loyal to Tupac as GE claimed to be.
And I knew that Pac did everything right by him by putting him on All Eyes on Me, speaking about him and being real with him. And if it's true what they say,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Face to face is gonna be a lot of explaining to do.
But Suge didn't stop there. He reminded everyone that he's known Snoop for years and even brought up how he was the one who fronted the money for Snoop's bail during that case way back in the day. Suge's basically saying that Snoop owes him big time, and now it seems like he's throwing that back in Snoop's face, implying that Snoop turned his back on him after everything Suge did for him.
I've been doing that young dude a long time. He ain't young no more, but I've been doing it since he was a young man. And I did everything in my power to make sure he kept his freedom.
One user even said, my suspension and gut instincts since the 90s about Snoop and Diddy have been proven correct. What kind of man would rather kick it with Diddy than Tupac? Yep, isn't it weird after all that went down with the Tupac? Snoop still rolled with Diddy like that.
And I asked him what he thought. And he flat out said that Snoop is loyal. And he losing friends.
Y'all know the internet had to chime in. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, it's all going off. One user wrote, Ben knew Snoop and was a snake, and Pac felt that snake energy too. I just don't know how deep the rabbit hole went, thanks to Kim Porter. Even their last MTV interview, Snoop had that sus look on his face like he knew of Pac's imminent demise. SMDH. Kamama will visit him soon enough though. RIP Pac. And I'm glad Kim cleared up the gay rumors about Pac. He was solid. Another said, Snoop looks bisexual and acted ever since he has been running with Diddy, and he always say how he loved Diddy after they shot him. Snoop and Dre was accused of the same, and Dre gay, his wife Es was a trans. Another said, just a coincidence how Snoop starts blowing up. Olympics, NFL, The Voice, T-Mobile, etc. At the same time Puff's world starts to crumble, pure coincidence. Another user posted another hilarious comment saying, that's why Snoop is promoting his marriage so hard right now. Neither Snoop nor Diddy has addressed the allegations directly, and that silence is deafening. Fans are reading into every little move they make or don't make. One user posted, Snoop Dogg and Diddy loves doing it each other back doggy door. But one thing's for sure, this story isn't going away anytime soon. Whether the tape ever sees the light of day or not, the damage is already done. So what do y'all think? Is Snoop really getting freaking in those tapes? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. And while you are here, watch this video next.